Hi, I'm Mrs. McDonald, and I'm excited to read this book tonight because even though it was like 19 years ago when my house was built, I still remember when my house was built. And this book talks about all the different workers that it takes to build a house. I found it very interesting. Lots of tools and workermen in here. That's what we always called them, workermen. Okay, The House That Max Built by Maxwell Buildhouse. That's a little suspicious, that name, huh? It's like they made up the name for the book, huh? Maybe, or maybe that was his name, and it made him want to write this book. I don't know. I might have to research that. I might have to look it up at the library, huh? Look at that. It says, "To my darling wife, Lillian." And here are all these tools. How many of those can you name? You can probably name more than me. I know I see a hammer and a screwdriver and a drill and a ladder. Oh, lots of things in there. Oh, yeah. Some of you probably know all of those. Max wants to build a house beside the lake. He needs a lot of help. So here's where he wants to build it, and there's the lake. The architect draws up the plans and shows them to Max and the contractor. So there's the architect who draws up the plans after she talked to Max about what he wanted. And there's the contractor who's going to oversee all the workers. The first crew brings an excavator to clear the site where the house will stand. "I want a view of the lake," says Max. Once the site is level, it is time to lay the cement foundation. "I will need a basement," says Max. We have a basement. I like our basement. Next comes the framing crew. They build a floor frame to hold the house. Look at that. The framing crew puts the walls together on the floor and then raises them into place. "It's beginning to look like a house," says Max. Max helps the crew make the roof frame. "There are many kinds of roofs to choose from," he says, "and I want one that keeps out the rain and the snow." So since there's a lot of snow, it's a good idea to have a slanty roof like that so that the snow will fall off and not pile up. Yeah. After the crew erects the porch frame, they join Max for a picnic lunch in the crisp air. Oh, that's a good idea. They're enjoying their time. Doesn't that start? That's starting to look like a house, isn't it? "Every house needs windows and doors," says Max. The crew follows the plans to place the windows and doors just so, to let the light in and make the house comfortable. The frame of the house needs to be covered with brick or siding or stone or stucco. "It's brick for me," says Max. He watches the bricklayers spread the mortar. Look at all those bricklayers working to put up the sides of his house. Oh, looks like it's raining. Now Max chooses the covering for the roof. "I want shingles," he says to the roofers. "Green, please." Max is happy to see the plumber. Houses need ways to bring water in and out for cooking, drinking, bathing, laundry, and flushing the toilet. The electrician installs the wiring, which will bring power safely to the whole house. Soon the building inspector will come to approve all the work. Well, it's very important to do all of that the right way, isn't it? To keep everything safe and working properly. Insulation will keep Max's house cozy and save energy. Outside, the house looks finished, but the drywall still needs to be installed so the walls in Max's house will be smooth and beautiful. So see, the workers are putting up the drywall. Now the painters arrive to paint each room the exact colors Max chooses. So here's some light purple and some green. Oh yeah, they're working. Ooh, look here, some yellow too. Next, the tile setter lays the tiles in the kitchen and the bathroom. while wooden floors and carpets are laid through the rest of the house. Uh-oh, look here. What do you see there? Somebody has muddy feet, huh? The cabinets and counters are put in place. Then the plumber comes back to install the sinks and tub and toilet. At last, it's time for the gardener to help Max lay out his garden. We'll soon be finished, says Max. Look here, they're bringing the trees and, oh, they're rolling out the grass, see? Sometimes that's how people do it. When we built our house, we just had to plant seeds to grow grass. But they're rolling it out, and they'll have to water that and help it to grow and get the roots stuck into the dirt. Now Max has a new house. That's a nice house, isn't it? Look. Could you imagine sitting there on the porch in a little rocking chair or something, looking at the water, watching your bunny rabbit? Oh, look, the doggy's chasing the bunny rabbit. Now, in the back of the book, it has all these different jobs that people have to build a house. There's a whole bunch of them that they talked about. I'll read them real fast, but I'm not going to read what they do. You'll have to get the book if you want to see that. Architect, contractor, equipment operator, cement truck driver, pump trucker, cement finisher, carpenter, laborer, glazer, bricklayer, roofer, plumber, electrician, tinsmith, building inspector, insulator, drywaller, filler, tile setter, floor layer, painter, cabinet maker, and gardener. So there are all different kinds of jobs somebody could have to help build a house. Wow, I wonder if you'll ever do any of those. Well, anyhow, I hope you enjoyed that book. I know I did. I'll talk to you later. Bye.